Hi guys, welcome back. Now in this video we are going to discuss about JDK, JRE, JVM and JIT. What is this naming, right? You may get confused. So before understanding the coding part, okay, so you should know that how basically Java is running, right? So how basically Java application is running when you are like building your code or when you are running your code. Basically you should know that, right? So from where it is picking that, and so all the stuffs you should know that, right? So if you see here the keyword JDK, JRE, JVM, JIT, this is the main part of Java basically. Okay, so if you are running some files, if you are running some Java program, so obviously this has to take care of that. Okay, so as I told, right, so Java is a platform independent, right? So because JVM is taking care of, so every system, maybe Mac or Windows, whatever it may be, basically you are installing Java first of all. Okay, so this will act as a one of the machine, separate machine, virtual machine basically. Okay, so when you are writing some code and when you are building some code in Windows or Linux, okay, it is not going to worry about it is running in Windows or Linux, what nothing you need to worry about. When you are installing this Java, right, so that time itself it will take care of, okay, I am running in Windows, okay, I am running in Mac. So when some Java code is coming to me, I need to run based on the platform where I installed. That is what basically the Java is doing. So that is what the beauty of the Java basically. Okay, so now let's jump into these keywords. What is the use of this and why we are calling it JDK, JRE, the stuff. Okay, JDK, if you see the full name of JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay, basically what begin that when you are installing the Java, right, basically it will install the JDK. Okay, so inside the JDK you will have the JRE as well as some development tools. So what you can understand from in the naming, so obviously this is for the development purpose. You are going to develop a Java in one computer, obviously you need a JDK. Okay, so without JDK, okay, you cannot develop even a single line of code in Java. Okay, again JRE you can install it separately in Java in your computer, but if you are installing only JRE, okay, you cannot develop a application. You can run your application, but you cannot develop a application. Okay, so what you understood from JDK, JDK is a Java development kit. So when developer wants to develop some application in the computer, okay, so basically if you want to, the two things, right? Basically one is developing the code and another one is running the code. So develop the code, you should have the Java JDK. Okay, so JDK having internally JRE as well as some development tools. Development tools is nothing but compilers, Java documentation, Java debuggers. All these stuffs will hold in the JDK itself. Okay, so that is what the reason when you want to do some coding, you need a JDK basically. Okay, and what is JRE? Java runtime environment. When you want to run some programs, okay, JRE is providing the runtime environment for you basically. Okay, so what JRE is contains? JRE contains JVM plus some libraries or jars. What is the libraries? So lot of libraries. Okay, so you so just example rt.jar. So that is having the basically all the basic information about Javas. Okay, and classes.jar. Oh, classes.jar, don't worry about. If you are using Mac, you will have classes.jar. If you are using Windows, you will have some rt.jar. Okay, this is the base jar for our JRE. Couple of jars are there like applet and etc. Other jars are also there, but this is the main jar basically. Okay, this is containing inside the JRE. Okay, so the third part is JVM. What is this base JVM? JVM will cut as Java Virtual Machine. As I told earlier, right, in the earlier video, so Java will work as a separate machine basically, separate computer. So the JVM is the heart of Java basically, right? So when you are writing some code, right, so what basically JVM will do, you can see there, loading the code. It will take care of loading the code and verifying the code. It will check all the code is perfectly coded or not. If some issue, it will throw the error. Okay, and executing the code, and it will execute and it will run the code basically. So while executing, it will use the JIT, just in time. We will call this just in time. It will help to improve the execution performance. Basically, this is what the overall understanding of JDK, JRE, and JVM and JIT. Okay. Let me draw a simple diagram to understand somewhat more clearly. Okay. So maybe let me open some paint. Okay. Okay. So just assume that you installed in your computer JDK, I mean Java. Okay. So this is nothing but your JDK. Okay, so this is the JDK. So if you go to my PPT, you can see that what JDK contains JRE plus development tools, right? Okay, so it is having JRE, right? I'm saying this is the JRE, right? JRE as well as some development tools. Okay. Okay, so this is fine. So you can keep it, compilers and Java document, everything will be there in the development tools. Again, JRE is contain JVM plus libraries. Okay, again JRE, it contains JVM, right? JVM, it's contained JVM. Okay, what else? We are having JVM plus libraries. Okay, fine. Okay, again, okay, this is the whole understanding of Java basically. Okay, so when you install Java, if you are installing JDK, it is having internally JRE and some development tools. Okay, and JRE is having JVM and some libraries basically. Okay, this is what will be there internally. Okay, that is what I can explain. Okay, and maybe you can avoid installing JDK directly, even you can install JRE alone, but that will not be helpful for your development, because the development tools will get excluded, right? When you are installing only this JRE, obviously these development tools got excluded, right? So you cannot use for a development purpose. Okay, hope you understood, right? What is the purpose of JDK, JRE, JVM and JIT, and how basically it is there internally, right? And also, okay, one more thing I will tell you. If you installed what is that Java, right? So if you go to your program files, okay, you can have a folder called Java. Okay, here you can see JDK. Okay, so as I'm using 11 Java 11 JDK 11, I don't have separately JRE here. If you are installing less than 11, maybe 8 or whatever, 7 or whatever, maybe you have two folders. One is JDK and another folder will called as JRE. Okay, from Java 11 they pushed all the folders into a single folder itself. Okay, hope you understood, right? Thanks for watching. Thanks, bye bye.